Om Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyakta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Sadashivasamarampham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Parthaya Pratibodhita Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Puranamunina Madhye Mahabharatam. Advaitaamritavarshiniം Bhagavatim Ashtadashaധ്यायिनीम् Amrutvamanusandadhami Bhagavat Gite Bhagatveshinim Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutastumvanti Divyai Stavaihi Vedai Sanghapada Kramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yoginaha Yasyantanna vidussurasura Devaya tasmai namaha. Yesterday, we have completed second chapter and only 4 days are remaining. So I thought, let we take Gita Dhyan-shloka. So there are only 9 shlokas. so we can have the meaning of the Dhyan-shloka. So actually we have chanted, every time we are chanted first Dhyan-shloka and last Dhyan-shloka. But today, in between also what are available, right now we will chant, and then one by one we will see the meaning of each and every word of Gita Dhyan-shloka. So we have already chanted first Dhyan-shloka. Second one is Namostute Vyasa Vishal Buddhe Pullarvindayata Patra Netra. Namostute Vyasa Vishal Buddhe Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha. Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha. Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetreka Panaye Totra Vetreka Panaye Jnanamutraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha. Sarvopanishado Gavo Budogdha Gopalanandanaha. Partho Vatsasudhir Bhokta Duktan Gitamritam Mahad. Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam. Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Vishmadronatata Jayatrath Jala Gandharanilotpala. Gandharanilotpala Shalyagrahavati Krupena Vahani Karnena Velakula. Karnena Velakula. Ashvathama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhana Vardini. Sotirna Khalu Pandavirna Rananadi Kaivartaka Keshavaha. Kaivartaka Keshava Sotirna Khalu Pandavirna. I think Pandavahi Rananadi. This was I have taken from Google. That's Kaivartaka Keshavaha Sotirna Khalu Pandavirna. Kaivartaka Keshavaha Parasharya Vachas Sarojamamalam Gitarthagandhotkatam. Nanakhyanaka Kesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam. Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Satchana Shak षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसनश्रेयसे भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसनश्रेयसे. There is one naha is there. Pradvamsana. Naha is there. Pradvamsana. Pranam. Naha is not there. Pradvansinam. That's why naha is there. 16.
Swamiji, is it Pradvamsina? Shina or?
Pradvansina, no? Because I have taken from Google. So I had to, just now I have downloaded. So I will check it out. Kalimal Pradvansina Shreyas. So? Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Deviyamanam. But before this, no? Here. Akhya quick one question. Okay, but it will come here, no? Right now. Here, Pepi Yamana Muda after. Also, that all will see. Check. Okay. Mukam karoti vachalam Pangun langayate giri Yat krupatamaham vande Paramananda madhavam. What you are telling, Raviji? Something?
No, I was saying Pradvamsinaha. Pradvamsinaha.
Okay. And last one we have seen Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta. So this in Bhagavad Gita, on Bhagavad Gita, actually the meaning of Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavataha Gitam Bhagavad Gita. It is the song of Lord Krishna. Lord is called Bhagavad Gita. And the beauty of Bhagavad Gita is each and every text, there are three things. So suppose subject matter, then somebody who's teaching, so we can say is an author or acharya. So if we learn Upanishad from acharya, then acharya teaches us the subject matter of which given in Upanishad. So interestingly, in Bhagavad Gita, acharya itself, himself is Lord Krishna. The subject matter of Bhagavad Gita is also Lord himself. So that's why it says it's a Bhagavataha Gita. It is a song of Lord Krishna, because the beauty is in Upanishad. These munis or sages or seers have seen these all mantras in their mind, and then they started to teach their students. But here, Acharya himself is Lord Krishna. Subject matter is also Lord Krishna, Paramatma only. This is the beauty. So this is called Bhagavad Gita, and many scholars starts from even Shankaracharya ji. Many students have wrote this Bhagavad Gita's commentary on Bhagavad Gita. So among one is called Madhusudan Saraswati. Madhusudan Saraswati is a very famous, and he wrote also commentary. Actually, let me explain also. One who writes, suppose is a text. The Bhagavad Gita we can consider as a main text. One who writes the commentary of text using each and every word, it is called Bhashyam. The meaning of Bhashyam means explanation of each and every word in text or Upanishad. It's called Bhashyam. One who writes commentary on Bhashyam, it is called Tika. Suppose Shankaracharya ji has written Bhashyam, and one who writes again commentary on Bhashyam is called Tika, and who explains Tika, it is called Tippani. Footnotes, we used to say in English footnotes. It's called Tippani. So Bhagavad Gita, there are many scholars, they have written, some have written Bhashyam, independent Bhashyam from Shankaracharya. There are many scholars, they have written Tika also on Shankaracharya's Bhashyam, and there are many scholars, they have taken Tika and again they have written, it's called Tippani. So many literature are available on Bhagavad Gita, and many scholars have written on Bhagavad Gita. Among one is very famous, is called Madhusudan Saraswati, and what they has written, the commentary or Bhashyam, it is called Gudhartha Deepika. Gudha, the meaning is hidden. Artha means meaning. Good means actually hidden. Artha means meaning. Deepika is the lamp. The meaning is a lamp which illumines the hidden meaning of the Gita. It is called Gudhartha Deepika. We can take Buddha as a deeper also. So deep meaning and even hidden meaning, which is written by Madhusudan Saraswati, is called Gudhartha Deepika. And before starting his Bhashyam on Gita, Gudhartha Deepika, Madhusudan Saraswati has written 9 Dhyan-shloka. So this shloka, Dhyan-shloka, is not written by Veda Vyasacharya, because Mahabharata, Gita comes in Mahabharata. Veda Vyasacharya has written Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, there is no Dhyan-shloka. But Madhusudan Saraswati has found this is the unique text. That's why he has written total 9 Dhyan-shloka. And in Dhyan-shloka 9, Madhusudan Saraswati has offered namaskar, pranam to first Mahabharata itself. Without Mahabharata, Gita cannot be possible. So one namaskara in Dhyan-shloka is offered to Mahabharatam. Second namaskara, Madhusudan Saraswati has done for Bhagavad Gita itself. Looking Bhagavad Gita as a goddess, looking Bhagavad Gita as a mother, or looking Bhagavad Gita as a Saraswati. So is a Bhagavad Gita Namaskaram, one who wrote whole Mahabharata. So third Namaskara is done by Madhusudan Saraswati, is Veda Vyasacharya. Veda Vyasacharya, because he is the author of entire Mahabharata. It is just out of our imagination, how can 1 lakh shlokas can be written, and he did this. So Veda Vyasacharya is the author. So Madhusudanji has done pranama to Veda Vyasacharya. And there are many gurus are available, but Bhagavan Krishna is happened to a Jagat Guru. So when Madhusudan Saraswati ji has done pranama to Lord Krishna also. So he has covered this all four: Mahabharata, Gita, Veda Vyasacharya and Lord Krishna in his 9 Dhyan-shloka. So first, every time before Gita, we are chanting is Parthaya Pratibodhitam. It is a namaskara to Gita. I should make little bit small. It's a very beautiful verse, this. Om Parthaya. And when we are starts to something new, it starts from Om. If you have noticed, I don't know, even what we are doing Ashtottara every day, it always starts from Om. So whatever we starts from, whatever you do is always starts with Omkara, because Omkara is considered as a auspicious. Omkara atha shabdascha dvaveto Bhagavatam pura kantham vitva viniryato tasmat mangaliko uho. It is given in your Dasha Shanti mantra backside. Atha Omkara atha Shabda. There are 2 words considered as a very auspicious, Atha and Omkara. Omkara atha Shabdasya. When Brahmaji has first uttered which Shabda, it is Omkara atha Shabdasya. Dvavedo pura kantham vitva. It is come from our Brahmaji first. Atha Shabda Omkara. So Athato Brahma Jignasa. There Atha and here also Om. So whenever we start any new work or any new thing, one has to chant Om. So here also Om Parthaya Pratibodhita. Even if you notice Om Purnamada Purna, even each and every Shanti mantra begins with Omkar. And when we Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Ashishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Gurubhyo Namah. Even in this also we are chanting many times Omkar. So this, and why we are chanting Omkara? So for 2 things actually. It says Omkara, we are never going in deep, but Omkara considered as a Mangalkarta, is always auspicious. And another is, if we chant Omkara, it says it gives Vairagya. Vairagya Praptyartham, Omkara is to be chanted. But again Shastra has said, this Omkara can be chanted only by sannyasi, not by gruhastha. And what's the reason? If in gruhastha there are a husband-wife, if husband starts Omkara and he develops some vairagya, this vairagya cannot be understood by another partner. Then fighting starts. That's why Omkara only chanted by sannyasi. And if Gurustha would like to chant, then Namah Shivaya begins with Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Each and every mantra always begins with Omkara only. Because Omkara gives Mangalam also, and Omkara provides Vairagyam also. When Pujya Swamiji was very sick, very sick. At that time, we went to Rishikesh to see Pujya Swamiji. Then, while walking also, he each and every step loudly used to chant Om Om. Then he asked, then we also follow, always I follow Pujya Swamiji. Then he told me, you know, before when I was not well, then I used to chant Omkara, but in heart, nobody would listen. But now I have started or utter Omkara loudly. because students surrounding me, they should also understand each and every sannyasi should chant Omkara whenever our mind is free. So our mind never go inside the object of samsara. So always Omkara considered as a highly auspicious and vairagya pradhanartha. It always gives dispassion. So first shloka parthaya pratibodhitam bhagavata narayanena swayam. Yeah. There is another literature, this ask why, is called Vartika. And another literature is called Karika. Sureshwaracharya was famous as Vartikakara. And Gaudapadacharya has written Karika on Mandukya. So Karika means an independent literature written by a scholar, but the main concept of what that person has written is based on some Upanishad. It's called Karika. So independent, Swatantra. Swatantra literature. Huh? Yeah, maybe generally this all discussion having kept Upanishad in mind only. So suppose there is a Mandukya Upanishad, only 12 verses, 12 mantras are available, but Gaudapadacharya has written total 4 sections. Only one shloka kept in mind, na anta pragnam na bahish pragnam. He has written, I think, more than 300 shloka, I just forgot. But he has given Agama Prakrana, Advaita Prakrana, then Alanta Shanti Prakrana, and one is Advait, Agam Advaitya. One is Agam, this is Advait, third one is Vaitatya, second one is Vaitatya, this is Advait and Alanta Shanti. This is all separate. There is no connection. They use some word, but this is a totally independent work, but based on the Upanishad. It's called Karika. Shankaracharya has written commentary all 10 Upanishads. Karika is not written by Shankaracharya any time. Karika written only by Gaudapadacharya. Shankaracharya has never written any Karika. Only Bhashya. Karika is total different literature. Bhashyam is different and Karika is also different. So I can say.
Swamiji, is there any other Karika other than Gaudapadacharya's?
I don't think it is in 10 Upanishad. No. This Karika is only written by, but in Upanishad, 10 Upanishad, only one Karika is available. It's called Gaudapadacharya's Mandukya Karika. But Vartika, huh?
Nagarjuna wrote Mula Madhyamaka Karika. That is a Buddhist. Nagarjuna.
It's based on but Buddha, no? We are just discussing on Upanishad, and particularly 10 Upanishad. And Sureshwaracharya has written Vartikaha. But I think Vartikaha is a prose poem, no? Is a prose poem. It is not in form of shloka. It's an independent work, but depends on the theme is our Brudarak, any Upanishad, but it is in prose form. It is called Vartika, and Karika is in shloka forms. It is only that difference, but both are total independent. It is not depend on Bhashyam of Shankaracharya. So Sureshwaracharya is called Vartikakara, and Gaudapadacharya has written Karika.
So the Bhashyam has to explain each and every word of the.
So suppose it is not given birth If suppose Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yusavaha Mamakaf part, this is the first verse of Gita. But Shankaracharya has not written Bhashyam. But if we start 11th shloka of 2nd chapter, Panditaha Nanu Shochanti. So Ashocyananva Shochasvam. Then Shankaracharya used to pick up one word. Suppose Ashocyan. Then Shankaracharya ji used to explain what is the meaning of Ashocyan. It explained, then he moves forward. Nano Ashocha. Each and every word he just picks up and it gives the meaning. With its him all understanding. It's called Bhashya. So there are many literature available, so I can tell Bhashyam, Tika, Tippani, Vartika, and Kharika. But they all are based on Upanishad only. Maybe Gita also, and maybe Brahma Sutra. So all three, this is are called different type of literature. But Bhashyam on Gita, there are many scholars have written Bhashyam independent, other than Shankaracharya ji. So Bhashyam, many Bhashyam are available. So I have one book of Gita that much thick. Each and every, there are many scholars, Bhashyam is available, along with Tika and Tippani, everything. But Madhusudan Saraswati, Bhashyam considered as a very good Bhashyam, because he is not only Advaitakari, but at the same time, he is a devotee of Lord Krishna. Not only Pandita, also a devotee. So his Bhashyam is more into people's mind, is more meaningful and more important. So this Parthaya Pratibodhita. So the main verb in this whole 4 line, it is Anusandadami. There are here Amba, Bhagavat Gita, Tvam Anusandadami. So there are vocative case, O Amba means O mother, because Bhagavad Gita is looked as a mother of. So O Amba means Hey Amba, O mother. And who is mother? Bhagavad Gita, Tvam, you, Anusandadami. I am meditated upon you again and again. Dhyanam, I do dhyanam or meditated again and again. Other, most of all words are, we can say, who is adjective of Gita? Tvam. So Gita is like Advaita Amrita Varshini. This Gita is Bhagavatim. This Gita is Ashtadasha Dhyayini. This Gita is Parthaya Pratibodhitam. This Gita is Bhavadveshini. So actually, Aham Samdadami. Aham Tvam Gitam Bhavadveshinim Anusandadami. We can put each and every word and then we can make one sentence. So Tvam means you. Oh Bhagavad Gita, I am meditated upon you. This is 2 by 1. Tvam means I am meditated upon you. But who are you? These all are the adjective of Tvam. Bhagavatim, Bhavadveshinim, Ashtadashadhyayinim, and Parthaya Pratibodhitam, Bhagavata Narayana Swayam. Everything is the adjective of Bhagavad Gita. So if we start one by one, so we have just given the Gita is like a mother. So he says, first what I said, Gita or Bhagavad Gita, you are a mother. And why Madhusudan Saraswati ji has given that position of Bhagavad Gita Amba? Because we know Mother is the symbol of love, affection, and spontaneous care. And this mother never let down their children or her children. Same way, like mother is very careful, very caring for for her children. Same way they say Vedas are also considered as a mother, because Veda is full of what we want. It is fulfilled. If you do like this, you can fulfill like this. So all sadhana sadhya of first is given in first portion of Veda. And at the same time, a person is just tired of sadhana and sadhya. Same Veda says, please come at the end of Veda, I will teach how can you come over the sansar. So Veda is also like mother only, because Veda helps how to live in this world, and same Veda says how can we come out from this world. Both. That's why Veda is also mother, and at the same time even Bhagavad Gita also is like a mother, because it's ready to fulfill whatever we like. And particularly in my mind, our Gita helps us how to tackle problems in our life. For that, Gita is highly helpful, and particularly our mental problem, our emotional problem, how can we take it? And this all care is taken care by Bhagavad Gita. That's why she named as a Amba. This is the seventh case. That's why Shankaracharya has written, Madhusudanji has written, Amba is a vocative case. You are a goddess, you are a Devi. I am just invoking a Saraswati in you, because you are full of knowledge. Amba. In Bhagavat Gita, the meaning of Bhagavat, we have said Bhagavan has 6 qualities. It's called Bhagavan, Bhagav. Same way Bhagavat Gita also, he says, you are a goddess because you are full of all 6 Bhagav. What we have seen need not to go in detail. So, O Bhagavat Gita, He Amba, Tvam means you. Anusandadami. Anusandadami means I am meditated upon. Really speaking, this is Sandadami. Main verb is Sandadami, I meditated. But when this Anu words comes, means after. The meaning of after means having understood all knowledge, having understood this, the knowledge of Gita, then again and again, I am just studying you because you are a source of blessing. Anusandadami means again and again. Having followed, like we say, Sita Ramam Anuvrajati. It follows Rama. Anu means after follow. Same way, Anusandadami means after studying Gita, the meaning of profound meaning of Gita, again and again, I seek your blessings. I meditated upon it. So this Gita is taught by whom? Taught to whom? Then it says Parthaya Pratibodhita. This the Gita is taught to whom? So Parthaya Pratibodhita. This is also 2 by 1. Gita Pratibodhita. 2 by 1. But to whom? Then it says Parthaya. The Gita was taught by Krishna, but for whom? Then Parthaya. This Arjuna, we also should thankful to Arjuna. Because of Arjuna, we have Gita with us. So Gita was taught to Partha. The meaning of Partha means a son of Prutha. Kunti's one name is Prutha. That's why it's called Partha. And I have written, Arjuna is the representative of all human beings. Because each and every human being is full of sansara, and a person who is sansari, he or she should study Gita only. Because sansara is equal to ragaha, shokaha, moha that we have seen in second chapter. So this Gita is was taught to Parthaya. But taught by whom? Who has taught this Gita? To Partha. So he says, Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. This Gita is taught to Arjuna was by Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Swayam Bhagavata Narayana Parthaya Pratibodhita. This Lord himself. So Bhagavata is also 3 by 1 and Narayanan is also 3 by 1. Swayam means Bhagwan himself. Otherwise, Bhagwan has blessed someone and through some rishis his gnana comes. But this is the uniqueness of Gita is Swayam Bhagwan himself. Narayanena. And what is the meaning of Narayana? So I have just given, it is given in by Swamiji, but in Narayana, there is a 2 word, Naraha plus Ayana. Nara plus Ayana becomes Narayana. Then what is the meaning of Nara? So it says in Nara, there are 2 words. One is Na, another is Ra, Refa. So it is given the meaning of Nakara means the meaning of they have taken Ra, Na will come like Nariyate, Nakshiyate, Iti Naraha. Riyate is a one verb. The meaning of Riyate is Kshiyate. One who never destroy, one who never even decline. It is called Naraha. The meaning here Riyate, but one who doesn't know what is the meaning of Riyate, that's why I have written Kshiyate. The meaning of Naraha means one who never get destroyed, one who never declines. Then it is called Naraha. That's why this is Naraha is equal to Paramatma. Sakshat Paramatma, which is all-pervading consciousness. Param means all-pervading. Atma means consciousness. It is called Naraha. Tasya Narasya idam Naram. One who is connected to this Nara, Paramatma, and this Jagat is always connected to Paramatma. So it says Tasya Narasya idam Naram. From this Nara, this whole Jagat is born. That's why the name of Jagat is Naram. Tasya Narasya idam Naram. So that's why I have written, whole Jagat is born out of Paramatma, it sustains by Paramatma, and again it goes back to Paramatma. So that's why Jagat is called Naram, because everything belongs to Naram, but one who knows Naram eti janati iti Narayana. One who understands this Jagat eti, because in Narayana is Ayanam. In Ayanam, a verb is used, is called eti. Second, Ingato. Naram eti. One who understands this Naram is called Narayana. Therefore, the Narayana means one who knows this Jagat. So, Ishvara considered as a Narayana. So, this is the meaning of Narayana. So first it starts like this. Again, in Narayana, there is a what I say, Na and Ra. So, Na is this I have taken Na. The meaning of Ra means Riyate. Na Riyate. But if one cannot understand what is the meaning of Riyate, so again there is a synonym of Riyate, it's Kshiyate. One who never declines, one who never destroys, it is called Naraha. And one who belongs to Nara, that's why it says Tasya Narasya idam Jagat. One who connected to Nara is called Naram. Always I used to say, one who connected to Dasharatha is called Dasharatha. One who connected to Raghu is called Raghava. Same way which is connected to Nara, it is called Naram. The meaning of Naram is equal to Jagat. Jagat means universe, not only Prithvi, is universe. And this universe is sustained, is come, and it is goes back to Paramatma. But Naram eti janati iti Narayana. One who knows how to born this Jagat, how to sustain this Jagat, and how again I can withdraw this Jagat. One who knows it clearly, that is called Narayana. So Bhagavan is who? He says Narayana is Swayam. So Lord Krishna is nothing else, but it is really Narayana. So Bhagavata Narayane Swayam Parthaya Pratibhuditam. Gita. This Gita is taught by Lord Ishvara himself too. So how our Arjuna is considered as a blessed person. So whom Bhagavan has taught this Gita. So Narayana Bhagavan Swayam. Then who is the reporter of this whole episode? So he says, Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina. Ved Vyasa is a reporter. I always used to say, reporter should be the best. If reporter doesn't know how to put each and every subject matter, it can create the havoc. This is, still we have time. Pujya Swamiji, our Pujya Swamiji used to use one word, Vastu, for Brahma Tattva. He always say Vastu is everything. He never said Brahman. Generally, he used the word Vastu. The Vastu is equal to Brahman. In this Vastu also used by Pujya Swamiji's Guru Tarananji. So Tarananji is used. I heard Pujya Swamiji also used this word. So always he used, in Tarananji's eyes, everything is Vastu here. Like we say, everything is nothing but Ishvara. But Tarananji, even Pujya Swamiji used to tell, here is nothing but everything is Vastu. Vastu means is the truth, is everything. So when 2004, when Tarananji Swamiji's Guru was passed away. So in 2004, Tarananji was passed away in Rishikesh. And they have given Samadhi and everything. And Pujya Swamiji, we were also there. And after all this given Samadhi, Pujya Swamiji has kept one Sabha. So each and every sadhu can give some offering to Tarananji because he is a very well-known sadhu. So there are many sadhus come to give offering for Tarananji. And last, Pujya Swamiji's turn has come to describe how was the Tarananji. Then he talked a lot, Pujya Swamiji, but he always used to, he is told, Tarananji is the person in whole life, he is always focused in Vastu. In his mind, everything is Vastu is. So in Pujya Swamiji's mind, Vastu is Brahman. And then even Tarananji's mind, Vastu is a Brahman. But there are many reporters who have come from Rishikesh that they have also written the Vastu. In next day in newspaper, it comes. The Pujya Swamiji's Guru, Tarananji, just passed away, but he is always focused in worldly object. Because in our mind, Vastu is what? Worldly object. So reporter, if is not efficient, then they can create hope. Then again Swamiji has to clarify, in my mind the Vastu is nothing but Ishvara Sakshat, or Vastu is nothing, is a consciousness. But this poor reporter, how can they know Vastu is a consciousness? That's why this Vedavyasa is the efficient reporter, and he has compiled all this dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna. So Vyasena Grathitam. This whole Bhagavad Gita, 700 shloka, Grathitam. Grathitam means compiled. Compiled by whom? Veda Vyasacharya. And who is this Veda Vyasacharya? So is given, he is a Purana Munina. We have seen the meaning of Purana is ancient, but the meaning of Pura is Pura api nitya nutanam, nitya navam. So here, right now also, for us, Veda Vyasacharya is not old, but always fresh in our mind. And Veda Vyasacharya has capacity to explain, to elaborate each and every word what Krishna has taught to Arjuna, elaborate. This is the capacity. And same Veda Vyasacharya has compiled this teaching. Vyasena Grathitam Purana. That's why I have written Pura Api Nitya Navam. That's why it's called Purana. And another, why we are saying Veda Vyasacharya Purana Munina, because Veda Vyasacharya himself wrote these all 18 Puranas that we have seen in detail, Vajrasuchika Upanishad. The names of all 18 Puranas, which we have seen in abbreviate form, Madvayam, Bhadvayam, Trayam, Vatrayam, Shivam, Annapakuskam, Lingancha, Garudani, Ashtadasani means 18. Then we have seen what is the meaning of Madvayam, Bhadvayam, Bratrayam. So this all is written by Veda Vyasa. We can't think this buddhi, how much it will be vast. So Madvayam, Masya Puran, Markandeya, Bhadvayam, Bhagavata, Bhavishya, Bratrayam is Brahma, Brahmanda, Brahma Vaivartakam. Vatrayam, Vaman Purana, Vishnu Puran, Varaha Puran. Then Shivam means Shiva Puran. Annam, there is a two word. Means Agni Puran. Na means Narad Puran. Pa means Padma Puran. Kuska, there are two. Ku means Kurma Puran. Ska means Skanda Puran. Lingam, Linga Puran. Garudani, Garuda Puran. This is called, everything is written by Veda Vyasa. That's why also Purana Munina, one who has written all 18 Purans. And how he is written? So he says, because Veda Vyasacharya is Muni. And what is the definition of Muni? So we know, Mananashilat Munihi, one who can contemplate of any subject matter for long time. And that's why, having kept all Vedas Shabda, he has written all Purana. That's why Manana Shilat Munihi. So this Veda Vyasacharya has written this dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, Parthaya Paribodhitam, and where it is available in Mahabharata. So it says Madhye Mahabharatam. This Bhagavad Gita is not available in the end of Mahabharata. This Bhagavad Gita is not available in the beginning of Mahabharata. But this Bhagavad Gita is available middle of the Mahabharata, Madhye Mahabharata. And what is the subject matter of Mahabharata Gita? It says this Bhagavad Gita is Advaitamrita Varshini. Varshinim is a showering. Varsha is a raining. This Bhagavad Gita's the name is Advaitamrita Varshini. So it's always showering. It keeps on raining. What? Amrutam. The meaning of Amrutam is nectar. And nectar of what? Advaita. So we can say Bhagavad Gita is always Amruta, is always given the non-dual teaching. Advaita teaching, not duality. So Advaita Amruta Varshini. That's why at the end of this Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says Sarva Dharman Parityajya. You just give up all Papa Punya, because Papa Punya also Dvaitam. Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. If you surrender to me, aham tam sarva papebhyah mokshayishyami. I will release you from all papa, ma shuja. You need not to worry. So the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita is Advaitam, not Dvaitam. And for our understanding, I have written this Bhagavad Gita, total 18 chapters. So they are divided in 666. First 6, then 6 and 6. It is called Shatakam. So in first Shataka, first 6 chapter, Bhagavan has described Jiva Swarupa. What is the Swarupa of Jiva has been described in 1 to 6. Then 7 to 12 is called, Bhagavan has described Ishwarasya Swarupa. Immediately after 7th, everything is changed. Bhagavan has started Mam. Up to 6, there is a no Ma, only Tvam. So we can say this is called, according to Tattvamasi, this is Tvam Pada explanation. Then this Ishwarasya Swarupam is Tatpada. Who is Ishvara? Is the explanation is given, and particularly in 13th chapter is a Asipada, means Aikyam. Tattvam Asi. And in 13th chapter, I think 2nd or 3rd verse, Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata, Kshetragnam Chapi Mam Vidhi, Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata, it is called Mahavakya of Bhagavad Gita. In that shloka, Bhagavan says, I am in every being, means I am you only. It is Mahavakya is told. So what is the fulcrum of Gita? Bhagavad Gita teaching, you are a non-separate from Ishvara. In fact, you are the Ishvara. It is called Advaitamrita Varshini. It always keep on showering the nectar of non-duality. If we have seen in 2nd chapter also, from 2nd 11th verse up to 25th verse, only Advaitam, our real nature. Bhagavati, this Gita is good as Devi, Bhagavati, like Bhagwan, Bhagavati. Ashtadashadhyayini, total how many chapters are available in Bhagavad Gita? Ashtadasha means 18th chapter. Adhyayini means you are full of total 18 chapter. Ambatvam anusandadhami Bhagavat Gita Bhavatdveshini. Last word is Bhavatdveshini. The meaning of Bhava is called Sansara. We generally say Dirghayu Bhava, Shatayusha Bhava, Shataputrayu Bhava. Bhava means may you become. It is called Bhava. And whenever we ask someone in particularly what you like to become. So from childhood, this poor child says, I would like to become a doctor, become an engineer, something become. And whenever we try to become something, we always has to face different type of problems. So that's why Bhava is equal to Sansara. Even our Mirabai say Bhava Sagar. Bhava means Sansara. Sansara sab sukha gayo. And this Dveshini means destroyer. Dveshini. This Bhagavad Gita is a destroyer of Bhava. Because when we more and more we understand Bhava and Gita, we don't have much attachment, longing for Sansara. So that's why Bhavadveshini. It removes Sansara from our mind. And I always used to say, Sansara is not sitting outside, but Sansara is sitting in our mind. So whatever Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mad, Matsar, these are called even Raga, Dvesha, are called Sansara, and this is called Bhava. So when we live a life of this Gita teaching, immediately we can come out from this Sansara problem. That's why Gita's one name is Bhavatveshini. So one who is a destroyer of the life of becoming. Bhava means life of becoming. Anusandadami, again we can say, I am meditated upon you again and again. So this is the meaning of first verse, the beautiful verse. So from here, this is Tvam Anusandadami Bhagavat Gita, He Amba, He Bhagavat Gita, Tvam Anusandadami, I am meditated upon you, who are taught by Lord Krishna to Partha, that I am meditated upon you. This is Vyasena Purana Munina Vyasena Grathitam Tvam Anusandadami. I am meditated upon you. One who are available Madhye Mahabharatam Tvam Anusandadami Advaitamrita Varshini Tvam Anusandadami Bhagavatim Tvam Anusandadami Ashtadasha Adhyayinim Tvam Anusandadami Bhavatveshinim Tvam Anusandadami. This is the meaning of first Dhyan-shloka. Tomorrow we will see more. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om.